How much time do we have left?
Gentleman has 5.5 minutes remaining. Gentleman from Ohio has 2 minutes remaining.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I now yield 30 seconds to the distinguished gentleman from Texas, Mr. Cuellar.
Gentleman's recognized for 30 seconds.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in favor of dreamers who call the U.S. home. Dreamers are our neighbors, our colleagues, our classmates. They're individuals that serve as essential workers, teachers, medical personnel that fully contribute to our country and make America stronger. They pay taxes, they work, they have no criminal record, they help us, and those are the type of individuals that we need. My question is, why are we afraid of a 7-year-old? With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Ohio.
Madam Speaker, we reserve.
Gentleman from New York.
Madam Speaker, I now yield 30 seconds to the distinguished gentlelady from North Carolina, Ms. Manning.
Gentlelady is recognized for 30 seconds.
I rise today as the granddaughter of immigrants in support of the American Dream and Promise Act. We need a pathway to citizenship for dreamers who arrive in the United States as children and know this country as their only home. For TPS recipients who, like my grandparents, sought refuge in the United States when crises in their home countries put their very lives at risk. These are doctors, nurses, first responders who cared for us during the pandemic. Many have served bravely as members of our military. I urge my colleagues to vote yes for our friends and neighbors who yearn to become citizens of the country they already call home.
Gentlelady's
And I
time's
yield
expired.
back.
Gentleman from Ohio.
Madam Speaker, we reserve.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from New York.
Madam Speaker, I now yield 1 minute to the distinguished gentleman from New York, Mr. Suozzi.
Gentleman's recognized for 1 minute.
Madam Speaker, 100 years ago, my father was born in a small medieval village in the mountaintops of southern Italy. He came to America as a young boy, and in his St. Dominic's High School yearbook, he wrote that his goal in life was to become a real American. 27 years ago, I served as the young mayor of my hometown of Glen Cove. I addressed the issue of a growing population of new immigrants from Central and South America who gathered on street corners looking for day work by creating the first day worker site anywhere on the East Coast of the United States of America. Today, those same men who gathered on street corners have their own businesses, own homes. Their children went to school with my children. One dreamer from El Salvador who graduated from high school with my daughter went on to graduate from college with a degree in biomedical engineering, got a master's in biomedical engineering, and is now pursuing a doctorate in the same subject. Today, I'll support the Dream and Promise Act for Mario and for Nelson and for all the other dreamers whose goal is, like my father's, to be a real American. And I yield back.
Gentleman from Ohio.
Madam